This is why you should always lock your doors. A man by the name Tristan has been documenting a series of hauntings in his home where something seems to be living within his walls. He explains that ever since he opened a rattling door, strange things began to occur.
Je suis à la maison, je sais pas ce qui se passe. Même le chat il sert tout à l'heure.
Tristan continues hearing and seeing things moving around his house, even after professional help.
What? That's crazy. I'll tell you what, though. That'd be really convenient if you're lazy.
They were reciting the Bible when this happened. A haunting video was taken on January 2nd of 2022 in Chihuahua, Mexico, where a priest can be seen reciting the Bible during Sunday Mass, when suddenly he's interrupted by a lamenting voice echoing through the temple.
El Señor esté con ustedes y con tu espíritu.
You can hear the echoing voice of someone screaming for help.
Y con tu espíritu. Lectura.
As the priest continues the ceremony, the church explains they don't have any idea who or what did this.
That little kid in the red mask had the same reaction I did. I think we had the same face going on. He was like, bro, hurry up, wrap this up. What the fuck is that? Wrap it up.
He was exploring a cemetery when something lures him to its hiding place. Frank from Franco TV went back to a cemetery in Lima, Peru, after he had previously encountered with a group of cloaked figures watching him from a distance. Scared but now wanting to communicate with whatever entities might be hiding within these tombs, he begins exploring some of the graves that have been filled with the remains of animal sacrifices. But shortly after this gruesome discovery,
Niño, háblame.
he begins to hear a kid crying, and as he follows these voices,
That sounds like somebody crying.
whatever was making these sounds shows itself to him.
What?
Frank sees this pale figure with long black hair that seems to be missing its face, watching him from inside the tomb.
What? Man, I know in the past, if you follow this channel, and if you don't, go ahead and subscribe so you can hear all my rants and lunatic takes. But Franco, from what I've heard, fakes this shit. But at the same time, if it's not faked, it looks so convincing. And I want to believe that it's real. And before I was on the fence and I was like, oh, I've heard it's fake, so it might not be. But I'm starting to think, man, if it is, it's great. I'm very thoroughly entertained. But if it's not, this is some of the most compelling footage you will ever see. And that was terrifying. I don't understand how, if it was faked, that's a really small hole for someone to get into and just to chill until he walks by, because forget any of that noise in a cemetery. I would never do that. But again, you know, I wouldn't be walking around in a cemetery at 3 o'clock in the morning. I want to believe this one's real. And I'm going to say it is real. Let me know what you think in the comments, because, man, I'm 50-50 on Franco, and I think now I'm 51-49 in favor of it being legit.
If you hear someone knocking on your bedroom door, don't open it. Here's why. A man by the name Danny Donahue explains that he keeps getting visited by this strange creature knocking on his bedroom door late at night.
I keep hearing noises in the
hall outside the room. I haven't heard anything for about 5 minutes now. I think.
This is why safety is always first. In 1974, a gruesome accident took place in California's Disneyland, America's sixth attraction, where 18-year-old hostess Deborah Gale was greeting guests next to the animatronics. But as the show ends, and only seconds after the lights turn off, this will be the last time Deborah was seen alive.
Didn't like the South sang their song so dear. Thought they were most elegant for everyone to hear. Yankee Doodle sing it up, the Yankee Doodle bang with fine music and the working with the song behind.
When the lights turned off, the stage began rotating, crushing Deborah through a small channel between two walls. The audience notified the staff, but it was too late. As they reset the machine, her deceased body was laying there. The family sued Disneyland, which resulted in a small settlement. A week and a half later, the show reopened its doors to the public, forever holding a dark memory of the past.
Damn, that is so sad. I heard about this story before, and it's just crazy. It just shows you that employees are just cogs in the machine. You know, a week later, they open it back up. Oh, a small settlement for her family. Oh, sorry. Like, no amount of money is going to bring her back, and no amount of money is going to be enough for the family for the hole that she left. It's just crazy, man. You know, man.
He was working the night shift when he sees this. A disturbing video was taken at an old health center in Canada, where two employees are working the night shift when they begin to hear noises coming from the second floor, due to rumors of the second floor being haunted by the odd activity that occurs there. One of the guys decides to check out the noises as it there.
One by one, nelaw, kagawin, kano. Inuwan, kaway haino ka, mga taban. Tabaneho ka, no? Ako matako.
Initially, the video seemed as though no one was there, but after watching over the video, they would make a chilling discovery. What looks like a dark figure can be seen standing inside of the room where the noises have been coming from, but no one's there.
I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about that first clip that I watched. That scared me twice. I don't think I've ever been so scared in my life.
He was visited by a weeping woman. A Reddit user shared a haunting video recorded by his home surveillance cameras. He explains that ever since him and his family moved to this house that's near a small river, they began to hear the haunting cries of a woman outside their house. But after checking their security cameras from that night, they would make a horrifying discovery. What looks like a woman in a white dress can be seen walking by. The man explains that the direction she was heading to is where the small river is located. So could this really be a wandering spirit of a weeping woman, or is it simply a creepy coincidence?
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, it gave me chills. And you know what that means, boys and girls? If it gives me chills, I want it to rhyme. And I can't think of something on the spot. Something about thrills. If it gives me chills, it gives me thrills. If it gives me chills, it's real. And that gave me chills. So I don't know. You let me know. Do you think this one's legit or bullshit?
Imagine going to an open house tour and finding a potential murder spot. Reddit user Specific Crazy explains that while he was in an open house in the Sonoma County area, California, they come across this opening like a trap door. Letting their curiosity get the best of them, they decide to open it and find this.
Come hold this right here, would you? It's heavy, so this. Wow, that is.
No, I know, I noticed that too.
I don't know what this is, but there's a big bag in there with water. What the fuck is this?
A large black bag can be seen submerged in this brownish water. The man mentions the lady in charge of the open house told him to leave.
Oh, okay. Well, why'd you let me in the first place? Question for you, and let me know the answer in the comments. How much money would it take for you to drink a cup of that juice?
They were out hiking when they heard this. At around 6:30 a.m., a woman by the name Joy was walking through a trail in Colorado when suddenly they begin to hear the horrifying howls of an unknown creature coming from the woods.
Are they getting closer, Joy? No?
She then explains that a biker who stopped by to ask what was going on didn't really mind going through those sounds, but as he does, they get worse.
A biker just went that way, and the sound got worse.
After about 45 minutes, 4 more hikers arrive and they all decide to check out the noises together, only to find it was just a kennel full of sled dogs, oddly sitting alone in the woods.
That's what I figured it was. I figured it was a coyote or a dog or something. But 6:30 in the morning, last time I checked, it's too early for that shit.
This is why you should stay away from sacred grounds. On January of 2019, during a marathon in the Hawaiian island of Oahu, a woman by the name Kay Borlace witnessed what she describes as the mythological entity known as the Night Marcher. Night Marchers are known as the ghosts of ancient Hawaiian warriors who are said to come forth from their burial site, then march towards sacred lands. Sometime during Kay's run through the dense forest,
Oh, get
the
out
figure
of
of a
here.
man is seen watching her. She mentions that no one should be there since the track is off limits and in the middle of the forest. So, did Kay truly encounter the marching spirit of a night marcher, or is it something else?
No one should be there and it's off limits. Why is she there? But forget Kay. What the hell is that thing that we saw? Because at first I was like, oh, it could just be a person. But when they cleared the picture up, I don't know if it's doctored or not, but that guy looked like he was wearing some raggedy ass clothes, sunken eyes. That's a little spooky. I think this could be legit. I don't know. You tell me.
He was biking down a trail when he sees this. A haunting video was uploaded by unknown sources where someone can be seen biking down the woods late at night, when suddenly from the pitch dark night, something horrifying is captured. What looks like a tall, pale figure can be seen standing in the middle of the woods. The figure resembles that of the fictional entity known as Slender Man, a being who lurks within the woods, stalking unsuspecting victims and abducting them. A case of pareidolia or not, seeing someone standing in the woods like this is nothing short from a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know. And I guess what I was saying before, if it gives me chills, it's real, is BS. Because that gave me chills, but that's probably just pareidolia. But what gave me chills is when he mentioned Slender Man. And Slender Man is not real, boys and girls. I'm sorry to spoil that for you. So I don't know. I was more distracted by that thing that was flying around the top of the screen. But you guys let me know. Do you think that thing that he saw out there was Slender Man? Or was that just a trick of the imagination?
Why nobody wants to work the night shift. A woman by the name Valerie was working night shift at the heavily haunted hospital, Dr. Sotero de Rio in Chile, due to the many unexplicable events occurring in that hospital, such as employees reporting disembodied voices throughout the empty halls, and even shadow figures manifesting via CCTV cameras. It's believed something evil resides within. Now it's 11 p.m. and Valerie's alone at the front desk when suddenly something visits her. Valerie sees a wheelchair moving on its own, as if the spirit of a previous patient is stuck in limbo, forever wandering the hospital halls.
Damn, that must suck. You know, you turn into a ghost and you're still in a wheelchair.
If you hear this, a skinwalker might be trying to lure you in. Here's why. A woman by the name Morgan Lambert has lived the past 25 years of her life in the Appalachian Mountains, where over the course of these years, Morgan and her husband have been sharing their stories of what not to do in case you hear your own voice calling out to you. But one day, as they're inspecting their property for any damages from a recent storm, they captured this.
Oh, God. I'm a spell.
What did you say?
I said, oh, God. What? Sure.
What did you say just now?
I just said, oh, God, because I... No, I really did. What are you talking about? What? What are you talking about?
We gotta go.
I think we're gonna... Hey, it's... Hey, don't run. It's okay. We're good. We're good. I don't... You're good.
Something about this is just giving me fake. You let me know. I don't think this one's legit. Her acting, if that's how she really acts without putting on a performance, she's just interesting. But that just seems hokey to me, and I think it was a scripted thing to try to go viral.
We're exploring a sacred land when they see this. A Turkish paranormal team went to explore an allegedly cursed land that the locals have reported seeing a demonic creature roaming the land. As Aziz, Ahmet, and the team arrive at the location, they attempt to invoke this entity, and that's when they see this.
Ahmet sakın şu an her yerde çıkabilir, her an çıkabilir. Bu
Allah Ömer abi. Ömer abi sanda.
bir dakika.
Sanda.
Nerede?
Baba.
Yukarı, yukarı. Tamam gördüm. Gördüm bir dakika. Gördüm. Boynuzlara bak. Tamam işte.
Oh shit.
Ahmet bu boynuzlu şey yapar bak Ahmet. Boynuzlu şey yapar bak. Burayı koruyan boynuzlu şey yapar bu çok güzel. Çok güzel. Sakın panik yapma bak.
A horned being that resembles Goatman can be seen watching them on top of the mountain.
Ooh, that one got me. Oh, I don't know if you can see my chills, but number 15. Those two things in the beginning, I was like, those are lights, obviously, so this can't be real. But then they panned up to the top of the hill, and you see the horns clear as day. I think this is legit, especially being in the Middle East. You know how I feel about that. Let me know what you think.
If you hear someone but you're all alone, this could be why. A man was home alone, relaxing in his room one afternoon, when he began to hear footsteps just outside his room. Feeling like someone could burst into his room at any moment, he decides to confront this
You
individual.
see that on the door?
I've checked all the rooms. There is nobody in.
I'm going to pause this for a second. Look at that door and tell me you don't see a face. You see that little white circle, like in the middle left area? And you see the two like brown circles in between, and it looks like it's a grin. Tell me you don't see that.
It's been doing it for about 10 minutes. There it is again. Okay.
There's a fucking face on that door.
Faint footsteps can be heard, and out of nowhere something rushes towards the man as the window closes shut. But again, no one's there.
I'm not even concerned about that thing running up the stairs. Let's go back to this real quick.
If you hear...
Let's see. When he opens that door, he gets close. Look at that. That looks like Jesus. Right there. Oh man, I wish okay. So you see the circle in the middle. You see those two, it looks like eyeballs. You can see the nose and it looks like a face. That looks like Jesus. You let me know. Do you think there's a face on that door? Because this is creeping the hell out of me.
Door open at night and saw this. A horrifying video was uploaded by unknown sources where a girl can be seen recording herself sing. But only moments after her recording, this happens.
Oh shit, what? Oh, it reached for her!
Like something straight out of a nightmare, a dark figure with glowing animal-like eyes can be seen peeking out as it reaches towards her. Could this actually be a shadow person, which is believed to be this evil entity that for unknown reasons attaches itself to an unsuspecting victim? Real or fake regardless, the thought of having this thing watching you at night is terrifying.
Hey, you know what? This is probably fake, and that's okay, because it's entertaining as hell. But if this is real, that is nuts to see. I don't think I've ever really seen an apparition reach for somebody like that. You know, you see a hand pop up behind someone's shoulders, or you don't see the thing and it scratches their back. I think from what I can recall, this might be the first time I've seen like an actual being like reach. Let me know if you think it's legit. And with that, I am done. You let me know what your favorite clip was today, and I'm going to be completely honest. This is my favorite video that I have made so far. This is why I do it. That first clip in this video might be my all-time favorite ghost clip because I've never been so scared in my life watching something like that. So let me know what your favorite clip was. Mine was that first one. As always, I am Nick, the Babadook of YouTube. If you haven't already, subscribe. You're here for a good time. Comment, share this, send it to somebody. And after you do that, drop your social security number. I would truly, truly appreciate it. And then check out one of these videos I made just for you.